And we are live. How is everybody doing today? I'm just going to give it a minute for some more people to get into the live stream. Just give it a minute. Today, I want to be talking about, are we nearing a bottom in the entire crypto market as a whole? I'm going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, and I want to just talk about, where the market I think is going. How much lower are we going to go, and what kind of gains are we going to see in 2018? The rest of 2018, that is. We're still only, 4 months into it. So we still have a long year to go and a lot of great projects to develop and a lot of great things to happen. So yeah. Hey Norm, how you doing? You shorted Bitcoin at 66 and it backfired. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, it's really tough to make money shorting. I don't short really anything, to be honest. The only thing I would short is maybe the stock market, the S&P, because that is overvalued. We're due for some big recession soon in the S&P. If you actually look at the job market, we're only adding part-time jobs lately, no full-time jobs. This economy still has not regained its strength. Of course, with the Federal Reserve doing quantitative easing many years ago, we never fully corrected from that. But I wanted to talk a bit about the market, and are we starting to see a bottom? Now, I'm not saying this is the bottom. I personally think we can go a little bit lower, but it's awfully close. It's awfully close because if you actually look here, this is right around the time, November. This is when the insane FOMO kicked in. Okay, we had this huge run up, dipped here, and then huge run up again. Okay, now that's about where we are right now. We are about where we were before that insane height. Now, right around this time, okay, and I'm sure if you guys watch the news and you keep up with the crypto markets, you remember this. This is when, right at this point, November, that is when everyone was talking about cryptocurrency. Your coworker was talking about it. Your aunt was talking about it, your uncle. Everyone was talking about crypto because it was in the news. It was in the news. It was being covered. Prices were going up dramatically. And we saw FOMO, extreme FOMO, where we had a run up from right down here at about 250 billion all the way up to over here to almost a trillion, okay? A little bit off from a trillion, but basically. And that's a huge run up in a short period of time because that was comparing November to about beginning of the year, beginning of 2018. So end of 2017, beginning of 2018, November to January. Not that long of a time, we saw an insane run up. Insane, okay? And so we were due for a correction. I was expecting a correction, okay? I would be more concerned if crypto didn't correct and didn't dip and hasn't been going down. I'd be more concerned if that didn't happen. Because if that didn't happen, it means we could have been in a bubble. I think we were starting to see some overvaluation that popped, and we've been going down since. Now, I think we're starting to level off because we're starting to see some sideways consolidation. Not a ton, and I'm not saying this is the very bottom. We could go a little bit lower, but we're starting to see where this is where the institutional money starts to take notice. Doesn't mean they're going to come in right away, but this is where they start to take notice. They've been sitting on the sidelines. I heard news today that George Soros, which is a very controversial figure in a lot of different communities, crypto for one, and just any type of community, very controversial, very polarizing figure, George Soros, and he might be getting involved in crypto, all right? And I'm not making a whole live stream about him. Maybe I'll do a different video on that. But a lot of very wealthy people are starting to take notice in crypto. They're starting to see that sideways consolidation. They're starting to see prices find a bottom, okay? Let me just grab my phone. Give me one moment so I could have the chat up on my phone so I don't have to keep going into, the YouTube webpage. There we go. I got my phone, and let me just open the YouTube application. This is just so I could chat through, I could chat with you guys without having to constantly When do I think alts will recover? I think alts are going to have a huge recovery this year. I think once we start to see Bitcoin go up, the money will flood into the altcoins. And my prediction, as even though I am bullish on Bitcoin, I do think that Bitcoin dominance is going to drop. And what that essentially means is that altcoins are going to gain more market share relative to Bitcoin. Okay. And the reason is, I mean, Bitcoin's great, and there's a lot of great things happening with Bitcoin. But altcoins, you have to remember, altcoins are doing a lot of very niche specific things. They're capturing very different markets than Bitcoin, okay? So there's a lot of different altcoins out there, a lot of different protocols that I am very bullish on. And some I've already done very well with. I've mentioned in the past Pearl, which is a really interesting protocol. And Pearl is, I got in at 10 cents. I saw it go to a penny and go all the way up to $4. Okay. So that's a huge return on investment. Now it's currently sitting, I think it's about at, let me see where Pearl is. $0.75, almost $1. So it's about 75 cents where Pearl is. Any Nano predictions? Yeah, Nano for me, I got into Nano, I got out of it, I got in it again. I made a couple trades on Nano that I did all right on. I made some 15% gains. Currently, I'm holding Nano because I felt it got undervalued, because when that hack happened, people started selling their Nano, but it wasn't a hack on Nano. So it was a hack on an exchange where people stole Nano, but it wasn't a hack on Nano itself. So I felt that people were misattributing blame, and therefore Nano became undervalued. Let me check the price of Nano right now. Let's see where Nano is sitting. It's up about 5%. It's about $5. So so I made money on a trade. Currently, I'm just about even on it. So I made some money. So I guess overall, you could say I'm in the green because I made a trade on it. But I currently do hold a few $100s worth of Nano. It's definitely a really good transactional cryptocurrency. I think it has a lot of potential, but it also has a lot of competition, okay? Transactional cryptocurrencies, there are a lot of competition out there. So Nano does have to fight them out, okay? But that doesn't mean that Nano won't succeed. I definitely think it could. It has a very decent sized community. If you just go over to the Reddit community, give me 1 second. Actually, I'm just gonna do it on my phone. Just for privacy reasons, because I don't want people seeing my Reddit account name. Nothing against you guys, just because I don't want people doxing me and stuff. Wow, so Nano has almost 40,000 people in their Reddit community. So they have a decent sized community, no doubt. I'm definitely bullish on Nano long term. All right, next question. Which coin is good to buy right now? Well, there's actually a lot of really good coins to buy right now. Let me go into CoinMarketCap. For one, I think Ethereum is nearing a bottom. Okay, I'm not saying to buy it today because, of course, you don't want to buy on an upswing, but Ethereum has dropped significantly. Okay, Ethereum has dropped significantly. I think Ethereum will be a buy in a couple weeks. I think it'll bottom out a little bit more, and then will become a buy. So Ethereum is always a good buy. There's a few other coins. I wanted to make a separate video on all the coins that I think are good buys for this year. Icon is on that list. Icon is definitely a good buy. Again, I'm not saying right this second buy it. It's up 11%. You don't want to buy on the high. Icon's a decent buy. Lisk is a decent buy. NEM, I think, is an okay buy. Not super bullish on it. It's, you know, transactional cryptocurrency. It has potential to grow, but I don't have really any NEM in my portfolio currently. Binance Coin. Binance Coin could be a really great buy. It really could be. Again, not saying to buy it today because it's up 3%. But Binance Coin could definitely be a really good buy, because when you buy an exchange coin for one of the most powerful exchanges out there, you're playing the dealer. You're siding with the dealer. You're siding with power. Okay, Binance Coin has some great potential. NEO 2 has fallen a lot lately. Again, not saying buy it today. Up 666. Oh god, sign of the beast. That means you shouldn't buy it. No, I'm kidding. But NEO is close to a bottom. I definitely think NEO has a lot of potential. I think NEO is undervalued currently. I don't think Cardano should be above NEO as far as market capitalization goes. And that's not because I don't like Cardano. I do like Cardano. I do own Cardano. But NEO is light years ahead of Cardano as far as roadmap goes. NEO has more projects being developed on it than Cardano does. So as far as utilization goes, NEO is a better buy than Cardano currently, in my opinion. As far as should you own both, I own both. I don't see anything wrong with owning both of them, but I definitely do think it's something that you need to consider. Look at where if you're looking at a coin, look at where that coin is relative to other coins. Okay, so if you look at what that coin is trying to do, what is NEO trying to do? It's trying to be a competitor with Ethereum. It's trying to be what I would call a smart contract based cryptocurrency to build, you know, decentralized applications. And where that is, NEO is definitely in the top 3. So there's no reason for it to be under Cardano. All right, so that's my opinion on NEO. And also NEO is great because you can make that dividend payment. You could rack in that gas, which brings you in passive income. I put out a video the other day talking about ways you can make passive income with cryptocurrency. Passive income meaning income that just comes in residually, that you don't really have to do much overhead and work with. So you definitely do want to consider that. Let me just check the chat. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. I probably will make a dedicated video on it for you. Because that is something I wanted to cover, and I've been wanting to make a video on it, so I will do it. I promise. I just need probably end of next week I should have a video out on it. It might be if I have time tomorrow I'll do it, but I'm actually gonna be away on vacation all week, so I won't be able to really upload much. But it's definitely something I will cover in the future. You got my word. All right. Oh, I hate when they do this. Now I'm gonna have to redo everything. I had everything set up. I hate TradingView. I'm ready to just do it. I'm just ready to do a freaking subscription with TradingView just because I use it so often. I mean, I don't want to pay it, but it's like I might as well just because I use it so often. I wanted to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. All right. I wanted to put up some EMAs. I wanted to do the 200 day. I was like making that red. And of course, the 50 day. And I will make that green. Now, here I also will put up an RSI just for the hell of it, so we could see some buying side where the overvaluation or overselling and overbuying goes. Okay, so I have that up. Yeah, here we go. All right, so as you could see with the moving averages, we're still not close to a change in market. We're still not close to a golden cross. And what a golden cross is it's basically an entire change in an entire shift in market. Okay, a golden cross would be the reversal of what we have right here. Instead of this green line going under the red, it would be the reverse. However, even though we're not seeing that yet, we're still seeing some definitely closing in togetherness. That's not even a word. That's closing in togetherness. What am I saying? We're starting to see the lines close together a bit more. So we're starting to see a reduction in separation right in here. Okay. So that's why I think we're going to drop a little bit more, but I think once these lines, and it looks like this green line is starting to flatten out, and it looks like the red line is starting to flatten out. This green line has to flatten out a bit. We don't want it to keep going down like that. We want it to kind of, you know, go down and start to flatten out around here, okay? About right there, and we want to see it cross with the 200-day or the 100-day. So let me put up the 100-day. Both of these I consider a golden cross. So for the 100-day, it would be a little bit more of a difficulty because there is a lot more separation, as you can see, because for the 100-day, there's a ton of separation. Do I look like I'm slouching? I feel like I'm slouching even though I'm not trying to. Ooh. Where was I going? So for the 100-day and the 50-day, there is a lot of separation. But for the 200-day and the 50-day, like I just had up, there's not a ton of separation, okay? So this could potentially lead to a golden cross. Now, again, the reason why we're nowhere, it's not like I could say it's about to happen, because it's not. There's going to take more time. We haven't had that paramount shift in market sentiment yet, but it's coming. I could see that the lines are starting to flatten out. The RSI, we are starting to pick up. We had so much overselling. So much. I mean, just look at this. Overselling here. Then we recovered a bit, came back down. Wasn't overselling, but was very close to it. This was basically overselling. I mean, it wasn't under the 30, but it was so close to it, I'll consider it overselling. And now we're starting to see a pickup. We're starting to see a pickup in buying, okay? That's a healthy pickup, because it's not like we're all the way above the 70 and we're in like overbuying territory over here. We're still way under. We're still set on the selling side of things. Okay? It's close enough, straight enough. But we're starting to pick up a little bit. Once we cross over this 50, I think Bitcoin will be a lot higher than where it is now. Is today a dead cat bounce? I don't want to say it is, but it's possible. It definitely is possible. We see the stock market getting hammered today. Stock market not doing good at all. But for crypto, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Prices are up. Bitcoin up 6.40%. Ethereum almost 7%. XRP 5%. Bitcoin Cash up 7%. I would stay away from Bitcoin Cash unless you're trading. If you're trading, it's different. But as far as oh, Norm, I was talking about Ethos, so that's what I wanted to put out a video on. Sorry, Norm, because I was reading the chat and I was going back and forth in my head. But back to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, I don't really see much long-term potential on, because Bitcoin Cash only will thrive when Bitcoin is hurting, and not hurting as far as price goes, hurting as in high fees and congested network. Okay, right now Bitcoin fees are low. We have Lightning Network showing a 90% success rate so far. We have a lot of great things going on with Bitcoin. So my prediction is Bitcoin Cash is not gonna really, I'm not saying it won't do okay, but I don't think it's worth buying at this point. Just on a fundamental level. Now, will there be trades you can make with Bitcoin Cash? Will there be pumps? Of course. But on a fundamental level, on a technological level, I don't think there's any reason to own Bitcoin Cash at this point. Okay, now just going down, Litecoin up 4%, EOS almost 2%, Cardano 4%, Neo 6.66%, mark of the beast. IOTA 8%, Monero almost 5%, Dash about 8%. Today's biggest gainers was Mithril up 76%, a huge gain. This instills some good positive market sentiment, because of the reason that it shows that there is still large trades to be made, and there's still large investments to be made where you could see huge returns on investment. Okay, Kuiper Network is also could be an interesting thing to look at in the future. I want to do a video on that. So many, I'm just so busy lately. So many things I want to do videos on, but it's tough. You know, it's really tough. Plus, I'm going on vacation next week, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with YouTube for the next week. I might just do a few mobile phone videos. I know they're not the highest quality, but I'm on vacation. So I think I wanted to wrap it up for today. If anyone had any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just gonna give it a minute. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I'm gonna get going now. Thank you so much for watching. So if you don't see many videos next week, or they're just little phone vlog type videos, that's why I'm on vacation. You know, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.